The Supreme Court is gearing up to hear oral arguments in a case that could make virtually every state in the country a place where public sector workers aren't forced to join a union, a right-to-work state. The case is Friedrichs versus the California Teachers Association, and it's led by Rebecca Friedrichs, a teacher in Orange County, California, and 9 others challenging the fees they pay to their public sector union under the First Amendment. Friedrichs and her fellow teachers currently have the right to opt out of paying the portion of union dues that go toward political activities, but they're still required to pay what are called agency fees, which fund negotiations between the unions and employers, or collective bargaining, and make up a large chunk of those union dues. Now, the unions say public employees should pay fees for collective bargaining, since they speak on behalf of all employees during negotiations. The unions also argue the teachers effectively benefit from union membership without paying dues. But the teachers, and this is where the First Amendment comes in, say that collective bargaining is political in nature. The Center for Individual Rights, which is representing Friedrichs and her fellow educators, explain this argument best. They said whether the union is negotiating for specific class sizes or pressing local government to spend tax dollars on teacher pensions rather than on building parks, the union's negotiating positions embody political choices that are often controversial. And being forced to pay fees that fund negotiation that embody unions' political choices, well, the teachers say that's a violation of their First Amendment rights. If the Supreme Court rules in favor of Friedrichs and her fellow teachers, both union dues and fees would be voluntary for all public employees, which overturns the 1977 case Abood versus Detroit Board of Education. And that would make the remaining 25 states that are not right-to-work states. The Supreme Court isn't expected to announce its decision until June, but you can read all about Rebecca Friedrichs' case and others headed to the Supreme Court at dailysignal.com.